Alrighty, this is our last chapter, chapter 12, surface area and volume. We're going to start with finding the surface area of prisms. Start with a polyhedron. A polyhedra is the plural form. If you're talking about more than one polyhedron, you say polyhedra. And this is a solid with flat faces. An example would be a cube. Okay. A prism is specifically a solid figure that has two congruent faces. And they are also parallel. Okay, so if we talk about a triangular prism, okay, the two bases in this case would be the triangle at the top and the triangle at the bottom. So this one right here, and this one right here. Alright, getting into the bases, these are the faces. Face is basically a side that are parallel and congruent. Okay, there are the bases. Lateral faces are the faces that are not the bases. And getting into lateral area, lateral surface area, and total surface area. Lateral surface area is the sum of the area of the lateral faces. Okay, so your lateral faces here would be like the sides, this one, the front, and the side here. And total surface area includes the bases as well. So, sum of lateral area and base area. Okay, prisms are named by the shape of their base. Okay, so we call this a triangular prism. If it was isosceles, we call it an isosceles triangular prism. The upper and lower bases of a prism are always parallel. Therefore, the bases of the prism have congruent areas. Okay, lateral faces are also congruent because the bases are parallel and the lateral edges are parallel. Most of the figures that we'll study are right prisms. This means that their faces are regular. Okay, so we will be pulling in formulas, which we did last chapter, which is why it's very important to memorize those. Alright, to find the lateral area and the surface area. There are two distinct formulas. Lateral area is P times H. P is the perimeter of the base, and H is the height. Now there's more than one way to do this. You don't have to do it that way. You could actually find all these areas. So we have the side, we have the front, we have this side, and then we have the back, and add them together. But this way will also work. Perimeter of the base times the height. Surface area is the bases, so we say 2b. B is the area of the base. Plus the lateral area, pH. So the lateral area for a cube. Now we want all these side areas here. The top and bottom are our two bases. So for the lateral area, I'm going to take the perimeter of the base times the height. Because we know it's a cube, we know all sides are congruent. So we know the length is 5, the width is 5, and the height is 5. So my perimeter of the base, remember it's a square. Okay, perimeter of the base is 20, and height is 5. So my lateral area is 100. Okay, another way to do that is find the area of this side. So area is 25, and there are 4 of those, so we multiply that by 4, which is also 100. And that's for the lateral area. For the surface area, we are going to add the area of the bases. So we know it's going to be 100, which is the side area, plus the area of the two bases. We know the top is a 5 by 5 square, same with the bottom. So 2 times 25, which is 150. For our isosceles triangular prism, the next example, if you want to stop it, you can go ahead and try to find on your own the lateral area and surface area, either way you choose using the formula, or just by finding the areas and adding all three together. So the lateral area we are to define using perimeter times the height, perimeter of the base. Okay, again, these are the bases because they are congruent and they are parallel. So perimeter of the base, because we know this is isosceles, this is also 5. So perimeter would be 5 plus 5 plus 6, 16. And the height in this case is 8. It's actually on its side. So 16 times 8 is 128. And my surface area, I'm going to have to find the area of the base. Now remember from last unit, I do need the height here, so I'm going to have to draw it in. Okay, I do know this is isosceles, so this is going to be 3, 3, 4, 5 triangle. Now my height is 4. So find my surface area. I'm going to take 128, add it to 2 times the area of the base. Now the area of the base is going to be base times height, or 1/2, base, which is 6, height, which is 4. So we have 2 times 12, which is 24. 128 plus 2 times, and then 24 divided by 2, 12, which is 24. 128 plus 12 is 140. Any questions? Moving on. Number 3, right triangular prism. Okay. Again, here they're telling us that the triangulars are the base. Okay. This is actually the 5 there. So we need to figure out what the lateral area is. Lateral area is perimeter times height. Okay, our height in this case is going to be 10. And my perimeter of the base is 5, 4, and I don't know this side. Okay, small correction, this part is actually 5. Okay, erase that. The 5's there, so the 5 is actually here, in here. Alright, so I do want to find the perimeter and the height. Perimeter of the base. Okay, again I have a right triangle. This part's 5, this leg is 4, so the bottom has to be 3, a 3, 4, 5 triangle. Perimeter is 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is 12, times the height, and the height in this case is 10. So my lateral area is 120. Okay, moving into surface area, I still need the area of the bases. Remember, this is a right triangle, so in this case, this is the base, and this is the height. Okay, so for surface area, I'm going to take 120, which is the lateral area, add it to 2 times the area of the base. Base is 4 times 3 divided by 2. Okay, so 120 plus 2 times 12 divided by 2 is 6. 120 plus 12 is 132. Alright, last one, right hexagonal prism. In this case, I need to know the area of a hexagon, which is a regular polygon, 1/2 A times B. Okay, remember A is the apothem, so in this case I'm going to have to draw in a triangle to figure out what the apothem is. I know each side is 8. Okay, remember if I pull out this triangle, I know this is the right triangle, half of 8 is 4, the top is 30 degrees, and this is 60 degrees. Okay, there's my x. X root 3 goes here, so 4 root 3 is my apothem. Okay, I need that to find the area of the base. Let's go ahead and do the lateral area, which is the perimeter of the base times the height. Okay, 15 is going to be my height, and I know this is a right hexagonal prism, which means it's a regular hexagon. Okay, so my perimeter, 8 times 6, which is 48, times my height, which is 15. 48 times 15 is 720. Okay, to find my surface area, I find 720 plus area of the base. Okay, there are two bases, so I'm going to take 1/2 a times p. Okay, 1/2. Apothem is 4 root 3, and my perimeter is 48. Okay, so that would be calculated out to 192 root 3. So it looks kind of funny, but I have to leave it like that because those are not like terms. So 720 plus 192 root 3 is my surface area. And that is it. Have a good night.